The sun is sunning today, and I absolutely love it. However, I do love the rain too. So, Lord, if you wanted to storm today, be my guest. I'm welcome. I'm open to it all. So, I'm sitting on my porch right now, okay, of my new home that I bought last year. And I was just thinking to myself how humans are, okay? And by humans, I mean me, Crystal. I mean me, okay? And I remember last year fasting and praying, hello, so I could buy a new home, right? I was working with a realtor and she was showing me homes, and I wasn't fond of the homes she was showing me. They were nice, big homes, but they would take some work in the kitchen and the bathrooms. Of course, those are the most outdated areas in houses. So I'm a single mom. I wasn't out here trying to go to Home Depot, pick up nobody, or call a handyman, or just have any work done in my home because I, I honestly, I could not afford to do all of that. So I wanted to buy a move-in ready home. And I went on a fast, a 21-day fast. After the fast, I ended it Friday, Sunday, I found this house. But it was a process to get there. Actually, the buying of the home was a very easy process. So don't let anybody scare you when they say, "Oh, it's so challenging." And no, 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 no. It's as long as you have your paperwork in order. Trust me, it's not as hard as, well, for me. Let me speak for myself because I'm sure there's many different factors for other people. But for me, the only debt I had was credit card debt. My car was paid for. Um, and like if you use Klarna and things like that, trust me, they're gonna pull all of that. If you use a firm, they're gonna pull all of that. So that is taken into account with your debt to income ratio. So just be mindful of that if you're planning on buying a house, about these buy now, pay later little apps that you can use. So I moved into this house, and I was the like fifth person to move in on this street. And when I tell you, everybody started moving into their homes. Everybody, I see furniture getting delivered. I see gates being put up. And guess what that did? I started to covet my neighbors because I could not afford a gate. I still don't have a gate. I still don't have a gate. But guess what? I have a brand new house. Some people are unhoused. Some people don't own. You know what I mean? Some people rent. And it just goes to show, when God blesses you with something, that you really have to be mindful. You really have to remember where you come from, because not long ago I was living with my mom. When was that? 2017. 2017, I was in my mom's house. You know what I mean? Then I got a duplex, a 2-bedroom duplex, and I was so excited. And I was just like, if I could get out of my mom's house, my own place, then I'll be happy. Got my own place. I remember one of my kids walked up to me and they were like, hello. They were like, "Mommy, I wish we could get a house with stairs." Oh my gosh. Now I let that pressure me, and now I'm feeling like, okay, I got to figure this thing out. I got to buy a house. So I moved to Georgia. We rent a house with stairs. And then a little while later, like I think it was 2024, my youngest son, he said, "Mommy, what's the difference between renting and owning? Why don't we own a house?" OMG. Talk about the pressure. You know what I mean? And then I buy the house. I'm happy for the house. But then I see what other people have, and now that placed a damper on my joy. So just be grateful for the things that God has blessed you with. Be mindful. You know what I mean? Don't covet. When it's your time, you'll get it. He provided me with the house, and he provided me with furniture. My mom actually bought me a couch. And as time progressed, I, started to decorate and things like that. So God will always make a way for you. But just be grateful. You have to be grateful for what you have in order to see additional blessings. So just, I wanted to share that with somebody. Keep that in mind. Don't look at what others have, because if you do, then you can't find joy in what it is that God has blessed you with.